All right, guys, here it is. Here's a more in-depth of the Eco Boost 2012 F-150 that I just bought. Now, I don't want to buy one of these. I never really wanted to. I never drove one actually, but I've just heard a bunch of just horror stories about them. So, but I got this one for a really good deal. I can't say how much I got it for because the guy that I bought it from told me, hey, just don't tell anybody what I give it to you for, how much I sold it to you for. He just doesn't want people to know, I guess. So here's the truck, and thank you for selling me this truck. I appreciate it. I know you did me, give me a good deal. I know you're watching. Appreciate you, man. So here it is. Now it's in really good shape. I've been driving it like every day. This door has a sensor that's going bad, so it'll say it's open when it isn't, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. Been towing with it. Really nice, really clean. But the big question is, will it last? Seat's a little tore up. I still have this piece right here, but I won't stay in. So let's see what we have. 222,582 miles so far. Little rattle. No check engine light yet, at least. Pretty beefy tires on there. Oh, Eco Boost. Feel like little sewing machines. All right, so next what we'll do is we'll take it for a spin to see how good this thing drives. Now, keep in mind, I've never drove one of these trucks until I bought this one. And they drive really nice. They got that turbo in it. And this thing will get up and go pretty good. I'm really surprised. Let me put my seatbelt on. Now, one of the guys I used to sell cars with at the dealership, I was just talking to him today. He's like, hey, that's the most miles I've ever seen on an Eco Boost. But then I showed him a picture of one that's for sale right now at a dealership. It has 274,000 miles on it. I think it's like $14,000. Hear like the little turbo noise. I mean, it gets up and goes. Like I said, I've never had one of these, but I mean, I like it. I'm really surprised of how it drives, and it's smooth going down the road even with these big tires. It's actually a really fun truck to drive. I like driving it. And as some of you know, I do have a brand new Toyota Tacoma, but I've been driving this thing a lot more. And at 222,000 miles, I mean, there's trucks that I've had that, like older Chevys, Silverados, the 5.3s, before active fuel management. And that's really not a whole lot of miles on those vehicles. But on these, I don't know. But at the same time, it does have its quirks. So, let's see. So it has a little rattle when you start it up. Not all the time, but if it's been sitting for a while, it does. One way you can get rid of that is by holding the gas pedal down and starting it, waiting like 3 seconds or so, then letting off the gas, and then it starts up. And that gives us time for the oil to get to those phasers or the timing chain or whatever. So that's one thing you can do. Another thing is when you're at a higher speed, let's say between 50 to 70 miles an hour, if you gently accelerate, it'll kind of vibrate. I guess that's something like a little bit of a shudder that these vehicles have. A lot of them do. I've seen trucks as early as 30,000 miles, people doing videos on them with the cam phasers and that shudder. So this has 222,000, so it's been going pretty good. Oh, and it has a bulb out. And I'm gonna see how good it goes from a stop. Shifts through all the gears good. I mean, I have maybe a third, half throttle. I mean, it just gets up and goes. And I'm hoping and praying that this isn't gonna kill me financially. Hopefully I could do a little work to it, add some stuff to it. It doesn't throw a check engine light or blow a turbo or fling a chain or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And maybe be able to sell it to someone else for a good deal as well, and I could get my money back and they could get a vehicle and everybody's happy. Or maybe I'll keep it, beat on it, and pull trailers with it and go from there. So there you have it. That is the 2012 Ford F150 Eco Boost with 222,000 miles. I will keep you posted on it. I do like it. I like the way it drives. I just don't like all the stories I hear about these trucks. Hopefully it's a blessing. Let me know what you think. If you have, maybe some positive things that you have with your Eco Boost, some good news instead of bad news, let me know. I know all the bad stuff. Maybe you had a good experience with yours. So let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. And God bless you guys. Stay safe.